811. Now, the FISA court is a federal court set up by Congress. It's not what we call an Article III court. It's a statutory court, not a constitutionally created court. So Congress creates it. Just as really, quite frankly, Congress creates the district courts and the appellate courts, but this is considered different. And as you know, I've said it needs to be abolished and replaced because obviously the judges are incapable of doing what they're supposed to do. Certainly we're in this massive case, and that's big enough. And so we've talked about the FISA courts at some length. Now, I'm a fan of Bret Hume. I really am. I like him a lot. And he said something that I thought was very important on Sunday when I was watching Fox. And somebody said that what the court did was illegal. By issuing a warrant based on this is not probable cause. And remember, the probable cause is different than a criminal probable cause. This is a counterterrorism investigation or a counterintelligence investigation. And the probable cause standard is that the individual or the organization that's being targeted is thought to be operating for a foreign entity, this is how they try to loop in Carter Page. And so Bret Hume made the point, well, it can't be illegal because a judge authorized it. He said it could be improper. I got to thinking about this. That's an interesting point, and it is a sad point of where we are in this country today. So a president can issue an order that's considered illegal and unconstitutional. Executive order, a military order, or take some action, even in his official capacity that's considered obstruction and so forth. But a federal judge who issues a warrant that is improper, that can be viewed as illegal or unconstitutional because the judge did it. Now think about this. These are supposed to be three co-equal branches of the federal government, right? Article 1, Article 2, Article 3. Article 1, Congress. Article 2, the executive, the president. Article 3, the judiciary. So a federal judge, a federal district judge, sitting in a position created by Congress, acting as a judge on this relatively recent court, this secret FISA court, again, sitting in a position created by Congress, can't make a decision that's considered illegal but can be improper. But the President of the United States, his office is created by the Constitution, can. Think about that. That just shows you how haywire our system is now, how unmoored from our Constitution it is. Federal judges are immune. I'm not talking about graft, bribe, stuff like that. But in their official capacity, they're immune from doing anything illegal. They're immune from doing anything unconstitutional. Their opinions can be reversed or confirmed. But we're talking about an act that's illegal or actually unconstitutional. But a president can. Where's that written? When did that happen? Well, it didn't happen all at once. It's happened over the course of decades and 2 centuries. But it is troubling, is it not? Because I think Hume lurched into something maybe he hadn't actually thought about in a bigger context. But he did help us trigger a thought about it, didn't he? And something's wrong with that. That a FISA judge cannot have acted illegally. Again, I'm not just saying in a criminal context, in a constitutional context. But the president can. At least that's the argument. Now, I just want to make it abundantly clear what these judges did on the FISA court is outrageous. There needs to be either an ombudsman, better yet, something akin to an inspector general, somebody, some entity that's in that courtroom when the FBI and the prosecutors go in and it's just them and the judge. It needs to be secret, needs to be efficient, needs to be quick, depending on what the concern is, an attack on the United States and so forth. That's fine. But the system is broken. So the court needs to be abolished and replaced with something else. And there needs to be public discussion about this, which is why I brought it up so long ago. Moreover, the FBI needs to be reorganized. I'm not talking about the men and women of the FBI. I'm talking about the senior levels of the FBI. It must be reorganized. We cannot allow something like this to happen again. And same with the CIA at the top level. Now, when you have people who are not virtuous in these positions, there's probably nothing you can create institutionally, that'll protect us completely. But if we allow these election cycles to go on and this isn't addressed, we're not going to fix the institutional problems which led to these abuses. Now, I understand we're not going to get the cooperation of the media. Many of the sources for CNN and MSNBC and the New York Times and Washington Post and all the rest of them are the perpetrators. They're the perpetrators. And they're protecting the perpetrators.